and you are all invited. NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway, May 9th through the 11th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Load up on meat and more this spring at The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese, with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to The Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best they can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. Tailored Landscapes is on the brink of spring cleanups for all their existing customers, and they have limited spots available. They trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give Tailored Landscapes a call at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of their designers and stop by the Tailored Life store in Bennett.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Strap up your headgear and try not to hit the mat too hard. This is Takedown Tuesday with Nebraska Wrestling head coach Mark Manning.
Facts don't lie. Wrestling is a pretty big deal in the Big Ten, so it's a pretty big deal to us.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by Stevens & Smith Construction. Here is your host, Mark Manning.
All right, no Manning again today. Ridge Lovett. So welcome to Takedown Tuesday with Husker Wrestling on 93.7 The Ticket. I'm your host, Ridge Lovett. With me today, we have a guest. We got Austin Orman in here. But first, I'd like to tell you about our sponsor, Stevens & Smith Construction. Takedown Tuesday on 93.7 The Ticket is sponsored by Stevens & Smith Construction. Stevens & Smith Construction is an employee-owned company with nearly 250 employees with over 2,000 years of service combined. They lead the industry as a full-service concrete company specializing in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. Stevens & Smith has locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Kansas City, and you can learn more today at stevensandsmith.com. If you got any comments or questions, you can be a part of the show by texting our Sartor Heyman Jewelers text line at 402-464-5685 or by leaving a comment on our Facebook, X, or YouTube stream. So, joining us today on the show is All-American and newly crowned Rookie of the Year, Tofi Minto. What's good, baby?
How you doing?
Man, you had a pretty good weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about Night at the Lead.
Yeah, it was just an awesome experience. I got to go to it last year and watch some other teammates. Montrell Taylor, he won Rookie of the Year, so that was pretty cool watching last year. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool moment.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Night at the Lead is the end of the year sports banquet for the University of Nebraska. And they give out different awards. They give out like Team GPA awards. Sadly, Nebraska Wrestling, we did not win that, but it's okay. They have Rookie of the Year awards for male and female, Athlete of the Year for male and female, and then a few other ones that combine like community service and academic awards into that.
Like student athlete.
Student Athlete of the Year, stuff like that. So I was fortunate. I won Best Male Athlete. It was my second time winning it, third time being nominated, but that's pretty cool. My boy Trelly was up there. He was nominated as well. Thought Brock should have got on there, but It is what it is. Yeah. So, you had your family out for Night of the Lead, yeah? Who all came out?
So my mom, my two brothers came out, Basil and Christian, and my mom's named Donna. And yeah, it was pretty cool that they got to join in the experience of winning that and watching my other teammates get to win Male Athlete of the Year.
Yeah.
Love it.
Man, I was a little nervous for you.
No, yeah.
I was a little.
nervous. I got up there on the speech. Yeah, because you don't know if you're gonna win it or not.
So you don't know if you're gonna win. They here are your finalists, and then they have a little video, plays the 4 finalists, and like, okay, and then they have an envelope, open it, and the winner is Christopher Minto. Now you get to go up and give a speech in front of the entire student athlete population.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. I got up there because I didn't know if I was gonna win it or not, and then getting up there and you do win it. I even wrote down a speech on my phone in my notes that I was gonna say. I was gonna say, and just totally went out the door. Just got too nervous, I guess.
Man, hey, you did a good job though.
Yeah, a little bit.
But you should, next time, don't start off with your speech with, "Oh, I'm nervous." Yeah, but it was good. You got a few laughs. Almost walked off the wrong side of the stage, but we got to figure it out.
Yeah, Caleb was telling me that just explains me. To that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But I thought Cam McDaniel should have been.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nominated for Rookie of the Year as well.
That's crazy. He wasn't on there. I mean, who else All-American out of the freshmen? Were the other two All-Americans?
No.
Yeah, that's crazy. He wasn't on it. But what are you gonna do?
The track kid did well.
Yeah.
I think he was top 10.
Yeah.
I don't know if he quite hit AA, but the other ones were Riola and Ja'Cory Barney.
Yeah. So they had pretty good seasons too. I'm pretty sure, but
coughing like crazy. My bad. They had okay seasons, but they weren't All Americans.
Yeah.
True freshman All American in 197. I thought Cam should have got on there, but it's okay. Yeah. No, the right person won. Yeah. I thought because Mikey Labriola, his freshman year, he took 3rd at NCAAs, but he didn't win Rookie of the Year. They gave it to Adrian Martinez. So I was a little nervous for you. I was thinking, they might go football. But no, I think the right person won. You look good. You look good there. Yeah, had your suit all nice and tailored. Come on.
Yeah. Did I get it tailored with you, or I picked it up with you?
Just picked it up. Yeah. Coughing like crazy. My bad. Yeah. So in other news, the U.S. Open was this weekend.
Yeah.
So the U.S. Open is an open tournament. Anybody can go, and it automatically qualifies you for Final X, which is a best 2 out of 3 to make the world team, which I don't know what country the Worlds is going to be in this summer. I think it's in Albania, so that way the Russians and Belarusians can get their visas. It's one of those in-between countries. Me and Brock were talking about it last week. I know the U23s is in Albania, but I don't know about seniors.
I think it is too.
Is it? Okay.
I'm pretty sure, but I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's coming. So Final X is going to be later this summer, but so the way they do it with wrestling is a little weird. So the returning medalists, if you won a medal at the Olympics or at the non-Olympic weight worlds, because they hold a separate world championships for the weights that aren't included in the Olympics. And if you win a medal at either one of those, you automatically get a spot at the same weight at Final X. So then for those weights that had a returning medalist, winning the US Open automatically puts you in. Now you go wrestle that person in the best 2 out of 3. But if there's not a returning medalist at your weight, then winning the US Open will put you in. And then in a few weeks, they have the World Team Trials coming up. So for those weights that didn't have a returning medalist, there's another tournament. It's like, I think it's the top 6 at the US Open qualify, 1st, 2nd, 3rd at NCAAs. And I think if you have won a medal in age group world championships, then you also qualify for that. And that's where me and Trelly and Greasy are all going to be in a few weeks. But the U.S. Open was a good time. Our seniors did well.
Yeah, they did real well.
Liam Cronin took 2nd.
Greasy got 2nd.
Greasy got 2nd. Did Schultz? Did he take 4th? Did he lose his 3rd and 4th?
Who do you have for 3rd and 4th?
I don't remember. I know that Hidley won that weight. Trent Hidley, maybe one of the best wrestlers not to win an NCAA title. Yeah, lost to Aaron Brooks 3 times in the finals.
What did he lose to Kekheisen 1 year too?
I can't remember if he lost to Keck or not.
I think he lost to Kekheisen.
He may have. He may have lost to Kekheisen as well. Yeah. But I know he lost to Aaron Brooks at least twice. Yeah. He was in the finals like 3 times. Didn't end up winning a championship, but he just punched his ticket to Final X. Liam lost to Luke Lillydahl from Penn State, who's an All-American this year. He was a true freshman. True freshman. Took third at NCAAs. He's tough. Lightning Luke. But Missouri went to high school at one of those fancy prep schools in Pennsylvania, but he's Luke's tough. So he'll be wrestling Spencer Lee, who is Olympic silver medalist. Then what was the next weight? 61. That was Jax Forrest.
Jack Forrest and Seth Gross.
Jax Forrest won it. He's still in high school.
Yeah.
He's still in high school. He beat Marcus. Seth Gross beat Marcus Blaze.
Yeah. Wasn't Seth Gross up 6-0 too?
Yes.
Pretty sure he was up 6-0.
Yes, he was up 6-0 and then got teched. Did he get tech fault? Was it 16-6?
I think that was 74. That
Was it
It
74?
might have been both.
Maybe. But Jax Forrest, he punched his ticket to Final X. Did he wrestle Dayton Fix? No, Fix lost to another high school kid.
Fix lost to, I think, Davino.
Ben Davino. He was a true freshman at Ohio State. He's tough. He's 33-pounder. But the high school kids, bro, are different.
Insane.
Jax Forrest is in the World Team Trials finals. He's a senior. He's going to be a senior in high school. But the World Team Trials will determine who his opponent is. He beat a couple NCAA champs on his way to winning the U.S. Open. 65 kilos, was a heater weight. McKenna Mendez. So Joey McKenna and Jesse Mendez. Mendez just beat Brock in the NCAA finals. He's now a 2-time NCAA champ. Yeah. But he lost to McKenna. McKenna's who I lost to there in the semis 2 years ago.
Didn't you wrestle in the Big Tens too?
McKenna? No. We were only in college 1 year together. He's old. Really old. Because I'm old now.
That was the year with Yanni and him. That was crazy. That's probably one of my favorite matches.
That was insane.
NCAAs ever.
That was a good one. Yeah, but McKenna's tough. McKenna pulled it out. That one was tight. That was a tight match. 70 kilos. James Green lost to Yanni Diakomahalis. Yanni is who I lost to in the NCAA finals. That was his third NCAA title when he beat me, and then he won his fourth the next year. He's one of four timers.
5. No.
Is there 5 now? Oh, 6 maybe.
Yeah.
There's 6 of them, I think. There's Aaron Brooks
and
Starachi. Starachi's a 5-timer. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, 74 kilos was insane in the finals. I thought David Carr was going to clean house.
Yeah.
After watching him wrestle Takatani is an Olympic gold medalist from Japan who they had come out and wrestle just on a card. And he wrestled David Carr in Iowa City about, a month ago?
Yeah.
A month ago.
Probably a little bit before NCAAs, right? Like the week before?
Yep.
Yeah.
So just over a month ago. Yeah. And Carr beat him pretty bad.
Yeah.
Defending Olympic champ the year after he wins the Olympics, and Carr cooked him. And David looked good at the beginning of that match, and then Messenbrink's tough. He puts on really good pace, lots of shots, lots of attacks. And that was the one where Carr was up 6-0 and got ran down and lost 16-6. Yeah, so in freestyle, 10 points is a tech fall. In college, 15 points. And the rules are a little bit different usually. So, like, when you get taken down, in folk style, you have to get up unless your opponent lets you go. But in freestyle, you only have 10 seconds to turn them, and then the refs will just kind of bring you up. They'll blow the whistle, and every restart, you start on your feet. And instead of having to hold them on their back to get back points, you just have to turn them. As soon as they break 90, 2 points. But also throws, if you throw someone from their feet to their back, you get 4. So the rules are a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same.
Which one do you think you like better, freestyle or folk style?
I think I like folk style better. I was saying that today. I was wrestling with Blake Cushing, and I was in there thinking, like, man, I miss folk style.
That's insane. You have no more folk style.
No more. I wrestled my last folk style tournament. Yeah, it's okay. We left on a dub.
Yeah.
We left on a dub. It's all good. All good.
Title.
Man. But Schulte wrestled well there. We don't have to go through all the weights. Schulte wrestled well. Lost in the semis.
Yeah, to Hidley.
Lost to Hidley. Yeah, I really just don't like that style matchup for Schulte.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was a good match.
It was a good match. I think that Schulte wrestles out of over-under.
Yeah.
Wrestles trying to get his underhooks too much, and that's all Hidley wants to do. Yeah. That's the only spot he wants to wrestle is in underhooks. And he's really strong, really powerful, and he was moving Schulte pretty well. Mm-hmm. But Schulte had a heater in the quarters.
Yeah,
wrestling Dustin Plott, who just finished up at Oklahoma State.
Got fourth this year.
Did he fourth?
McNally.
He lost to McNally. Yep.
Fourth. Yeah.
Lost to McNally for third and fourth. He was a finalist last year. Mm-hmm. Plott's tough. He was actually on my visit to Nebraska and Oklahoma State. We went
Really?
on both our visits together. Yeah, he's a good dude. His family are good people. Really like those guys. But Schultz was down 1 point with
Yeah.
25 seconds left.
Yeah.
Went and got a takedown with 3 seconds left to pull it out right at the very end. We were all jumping up, going crazy in the living room watching it. Man,
that was good
you
stuff.
get someone tired.
Who?
That boy Schultz was putting that pace on him. He was
Yeah.
gassed
Hiley
out.
even looked a little tired.
Hiley looked a little. That's
Schultz is a mean
Schultz.
hand fighter.
He's real busy in the hand fight, constantly pulling on your head and getting these dudes tired.
Yeah.
He had Hiley gassed, but there's just too many points to come back.
Yeah.
It's tough sometimes. But Christian Lance wrestled well too.
Yeah.
He got third. I know he wasn't happy with how his second day went. He had 2 forfeits, made it to the semis, lost in the semis. Did he lose to Hendrickson? No, he lost in the quarters to Hilger.
Yeah.
Trent Hilger wrestled at Wisconsin. Yeah. Lost in the quarters, then wrestled. He had to win one more that night to place. Won his match, and then the next day he had 2 forfeits. And I
can only imagine.
He was
geeking
geeking
in the back, just mad.
I was talking with Adam about it because my roommate was down there. I didn't get to go to Vegas this weekend, but my roommate went down there and he said that Lance was going nuts. He was like, I took 2 scoops of pre-workout. Like, I'm tweaking. I don't even get a wrestle. He was tweaking out a little bit, but you know what? Hey, 3rd place. Yeah. That's not good.
He had to wrestle for 3rd and 4th, right?
No, that kid forfeit too.
Wow.
The kid that he was supposed to wrestle for 3rd and 4th, I don't remember who it was, but he won his match in the Conti semis. He wrestled and won, and then forfeit his next match. Didn't wrestle.
Wow.
But Hendrickson won it at heavyweight. Just won the Hodge Trophy. NCAA champ beat Gable Stevenson, who's Olympic gold medalist. Back? Gable?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I think so.
Yeah, for World Team Trials.
Yeah, I bet he'll be there. I really hope that Jordan's going to be there. I hope JB makes a comeback. Hopefully Jordan Burroughs is out there 79 kilos and goes and really stands on business and gets another World Team spot. Because Hamidi was in the finals.
Yeah.
Hamidi's tough. Wick. And Evan Wick.
I thought Hamidi was going to take that.
I thought Hamidi was going to take it too. I thought he was going to beat him pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
I was talking to my brother watching it, and he said, "Nah, I think Evan Wick's going to win." I was
really?
You're crazy.
See, I nowhere in my mind did I see Wick winning that match.
No.
Hamidi's on fire. He's been wrestling good all season. He just beat Keegan O'Toole. He beat Levi Haynes. Like these dudes are some of the best. And
well, they trained together in Wisconsin, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Evan Wick was the starter, I think, his redshirt year.
Mm-hmm.
Or he might have actually left.
Well, I think the Wick was there for a year.
Yeah, maybe his redshirt year.
I think he not on staff for a year? That was before you were in college. I think.
Yeah. Well, I went down there with one of my high school teammates because he knew one of the coaches. It might have been Reeder. He knew Reeder, and I kind of was like drilling with Hamidi a little bit. I was only like 130 pounds. He was just ankle picking me left and right.
Hamidi's dirty, bro.
Evan Wick wasn't there.
Nasty.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he might have already been in Cal Poly. Because he went to school at Wisconsin and then he went coached at Cal Poly and was training down there. I mean,
well, he wrestled a year at Cal Poly.
Did he wrestle senior year at Cal Poly?
Keegan O'Toole. Keegan O'Toole beat him.
Okay.
Maybe Shane Griffin beat him.
No, Shane Griffith maybe earlier in the tournament. Yeah. I don't remember who he wrestled in the finals. I think that kid was from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think Shane Griffin might have beat him in like the semis or quarters because Evan Wick was the 1 seed. I'm pretty sure there.
That sounds right. So I think he did wrestle senior year at Wisconsin or senior year at Cal Poly. I mean, yeah. But U20s. So also with the U.S. Open, they had U20s and U17. We didn't have any U17 guys wrestling, but we did have some in U20. Mm-hmm. My boy Kale Lordson sitting out there right now.
Yeah.
He lost his first match. And so usually with the seniors, there's really only 32-man, 64-man brackets. But the U20s, those brackets are huge.
I was scrolling, and I didn't even notice that there was 2 brackets. Mm-hmm. It's probably 100 kids, it looked like.
Yep. And I think Kale was in a 128-man bracket, lost his first match. That's not the way to do that. If you're trying to hit the podium, do not lose your first match in a 128-man bracket. He
was up 8-0.
Up 8-0, and then it was 8-2, up 10-2, and then got stepped over and pinned, going for a turn to end the match, which stinks. But you know what? That happens. But he wrestled well on the backside. I think he won 7 straight.
Yeah, he was in some heaters too.
He was in some heaters. He won 7 matches straight, and If you lose your first match, 7-2 does not hit the podium. So he came up just a little short, but he wrestled well. Was in some heaters, figured some stuff out, learned some stuff. He'll come back better for World Team Trials. Cade Ziola is a senior at
High school, yeah.
What school does he go to?
Scott.
He goes to Scott Catholic. He's state champ, was wrestling at who's number 1 last year, one of the top ranked wrestlers, high school wrestlers in the country. We got my boy DP in here.
Well, you have to bring in somebody they're feeding you today.
Oh, heck yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Shandy.
Hi,
from
Shandy.
Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So we've got a bunch of stuff for you today.
Perfect.
Awesome.
We've got pollo asada with all the toppings, chips and queso, chips and mild, and then we've got the carne asada, so the steak tacos.
Ooh, let's
We've got
go.
quite a bit of it.
Awesome. Thank you.
And then going forward, if you guys have special requests, just let us know, and we'd love to make sure that we can get you guys whatever you need.
Man, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you for the buffalo chicken for us earlier today. It
Yes,
was
you're
great.
welcome. I
Thank
know
you.
this is our second
Twice,
time
double
here
dipping.
today. I know. I asked them. I was like, "Do we get a little office soon? Because we're here quite a bit, and we love it. We can't get it here enough. We love it. So glad you like that."
Well, awesome. Hey, so big shout out to Tipsy Tina's out here going to feed the wrestling team. I posted in the group chat. I'll make sure to tell them, hey, everybody get down here.
Yeah.
Heck
Absolutely.
yeah. Come get some
Congratulations
food.
on all your accolades and everything.
Thank
It's been a heck of a year. We've been following you, so we're really excited to partner with your coaches and with you guys. And you just let us know if you need anything, and we'll get you
Absolutely.
hooked up. So
Perfect. Thank you.
thank you guys. We'll see ya.
Yep. See ya.
See you. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's freaking go. It sounds like we got some
Yes, yes,
tacos,
yes.
carne
hungry,
asada,
too.
chips. Ooh, let's go. Heck yeah. So we got some of the teammates coming in.
Yeah.
Some of the younger guys are here already. I can't see
Yeah.
over there. Is there a bunch of them out there? Few?
Right now, I can only see Dom.
Yeah, but we getting our boys fed. Shout out Tipsy Tina's. Let's go.
They have to come on the radio if they want to eat. You know that, right?
Do they?
I'm kidding.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know what some of the young guys are gonna say.
I'm just saying that's easy
We could
content
bring
for
them
you.
out here,
I'm just
though.
saying it's easy
Yeah,
content.
yeah,
Bring them
yeah.
out.
We we definitely could. A couple.
I don't know what Dom would say.
I have no idea what Dom would say.
We need to have Dom and Adam on the podcast.
Wait, see,
So,
that'd be dangerous. Me and Adam, we can go off on some tangents. We can really start talking about some stuff. All right. Well, we'll get right back into it. So don't go anywhere. More Takedown Tuesday with Husker Wrestling comes your way next on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with a light breeze. An afternoon high near 67. Tonight, a chance of showers late, otherwise partly cloudy and a low near 46. And tomorrow, a chance of showers throughout the day, otherwise mostly cloudy with a high near 66. I'm meteorologist Kyle Husker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Picture this. You're in the doghouse and flowers just won't cut it this time. Enter jewelry, the ultimate peace offering. It's a gesture that speaks volumes, showing her you're willing to go the extra mile to make things right. So next time you're in the doghouse, remember, diamonds are a guy's best friend too. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with the child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
You don't have to cross your fingers when digging into the ground this spring. Start every project with a call to Nebraska 811 so utilities like LES can mark their buried lines and you can avoid injury and power outages.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska. Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese, with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Back to Takedown Tuesday with Nebraska Wrestling head coach Mark Manning, powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, again, no Coach Manning, Ridge Lovett. Welcome back to Takedown Tuesday with Husker Wrestling. I got Austin Orman, Big Tofi Minto in here. And so, again, quick shout-out. Thank you to Stevens & Smith Construction for sponsoring the show. And huge thank you to Tipsy Tina's out here getting my boys fed right now, getting them right with some carne asada, some chips and salsa. So, Toph, what you got coming up this summer, bro?
I'm going to go to U23s.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be pretty exciting. That's the end of May, right? Yeah, so that's the end of May. And, yeah, just kind of training for that right now. And then I'm going to hit a lot of camps, hopefully make a world team. And I think we compete for it in September. But isn't there a rule though that you can't wrestle on the world team if somebody already qualified for it or something like that?
I don't know if they're still doing that, but that was the case with me so my last year of being U23 eligible. So like there's different age groups and every age group has the world championships. There's U17, U20, U23, and then everybody else just has to wrestle senior. But Team USA is represented at all those weights at the world championships, and those are all determined by the world team trials. So U20 had their first leg of it this past weekend, U17 as well. U23 is coming up. He was just talking about in May. But when I was going to go, because I was going to go 70 kilos, but I think if you place top 3 at the US Open, I think it might be national team though. It might be national team. So I don't totally know.
There's a kid from Cornell, Simon Ruiz, and he got
Mhm.
third in the bracket with Evan, Wick, and Mitty. So I'm thinking that I don't even know if I win that. If I
Is
was
he U20 though? He might be
U23.
U20. Is he U23?
Yeah, 'cause he's a red shirt. I think
Okay.
he's gray shirted type of thing last
Mhm.
year because he wrestled for Cornell. He can't
Yep.
red shirt, but
Yeah.
I would assume he's over 20.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, I didn't go to U23s because Sammy Sasso already had the spot. He took second at the US Open, lost to Tyler Berger in the finals. And then if I would have known what was going to happen after, I would have went to U23s. Sammy Sasso got shot and he survived. Everything was okay.
And wrestled this season.
He did
for
wrestle
half
quite a
of it.
bit this season. That's impressive. Got shot in the stomach in a carjacking. And yeah, he came back and wrestled, but he had the U23 spot. But after that, I think it was Doug Zapf who went.
Yeah.
The kid that Greasy just beat up at
quarters.
Mm-hmm. So I think he won world team trials, but I didn't go because, well, I did go. I went and coached. I was there as a coach. I wasn't competing, but
Last year, right?
Yep, last year. And if I would have known, I would have wrestled. But it's hard to predict something like that. But I think you're right. I think maybe you should definitely look into it though.
No, yeah,
100%. Or if not, just go a different weight.
Yeah.
So top 3, if you place top 3 at seniors US Open, you automatically get that U23 world team spot. I believe that's something you need to check on. But where are you doing camps?
So right now I got a camp in New Mexico. That's
Fire.
probably the furthest. one.
I've
And then
never
back
been to New
home-
Mexico.
Really?
Never. Not one time.
It's not. I mean, it's right. You probably want to go to Texas and then maybe take a trip to New Mexico. I mean, I didn't. It was pretty boring where I went. Like Clovis, New Mexico, it's called. It's just like a small little town that there's not many people in. But yeah, so I have a camp in Clovis, New Mexico, and then Florida. I have a couple camps back home,
And the Florida boy.
and then a lot of Nebraska camps.
Okay.
like 3 or 4. Some in Gretna, I think, Grand Island, and I think there's one in Omaha, and then there's one in Lincoln. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So you're gonna be getting around a little bit. Yeah. So if you're looking to go to summer camps this summer and you're trying to get with my boy Tofi Mento, he'll be around. You're gonna be posting that stuff on your Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sooner to the date. Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
Tofi.minto.
Tofi.minto. So go give him a follow. Be on the lookout for some summer camps coming up and also see him maybe make a world team this summer.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. How much freestyle experience do you have?
So yeah, so I used to do it back in the day, like in middle school and elementary school a little bit, but like when I hit high school, I never really did. I went to junior nationals or junior.
You went to
duels.
Fargo?
No,
No, just junior duels. Okay.
yeah. And my junior year, maybe.
Mhm.
And I remember I was training for folk style for it, so I'm like rolling under legs. Like as soon as I do it, I'm like, dang it.
Yeah, that's a hard transition from folk style to freestyle because in freestyle, anytime that you expose your back to the mat, it's automatically 2 points for the other guy. But in folk style, somebody picks up a single leg, people are doing somersaults, diving between their legs, jumping over, doing all this and that. And Kale actually did it in his very first match. That was how the other kid got too. The kid grabbed his leg, Kale dove underneath on a somersault. I just slapped my head. I was, oh my gosh, what are you doing? But I mean, after wrestling folk style for 8 months, it's hard to make that quick switch back to freestyle. But so heck yeah, you were on a junior duel team?
Yeah, I was the Team Florida
Mhm.
back home. But yeah, and I remember going to that, and I went to a folk style duel that weekend. The weekend before that, and we went to junior duels, and then right after that, I went to this tournament called Disney Duels.
Mhm.
That's back home, and those both were folk style.
I never went to Disney duels. The singlets were always dope.
It's a fun duel. You get like a 5-pound allowance to your weight class.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
pretty like
See,
chill.
that would have been a good one to go to.
You ever heard of Team Mawa?
Uh-uh.
They always had some hitters on it, but that was a pretty good team.
Would they get like Lake Highland Prep kids? And
No, I think Lake Highland Prep kind of might bring their own kids. They had like a lot of the PA kids.
Mhm,
I
okay.
remember Levi Haynes. I wrestled him like my 8th grade year there. Colin Guy wrestled my
Mhm.
junior year. He was actually on a visit here. I wrestled him like my junior year. Yeah, just Mason Gibson was there.
Okay.
A lot of like
There were
PA
some
kids.
hitters there.
Yeah.
So PA brought a tough team.
Yeah, Team Mawa. They pretty much cleaned house.
Was it mainly Pennsylvania kids on that team, or the kids from everywhere?
Mainly Pennsylvania.
Okay, so it was like a Pennsylvania team.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like a lot of their like state champs, and then obviously they recruited like some kids
Mhm.
from different states.
I never went to Disney. Did you ever go to NHSCA duels?
No, I went to VAC like in middle school, like the
Okay.
middle school version.
Did you like the Christmas duels or like the Virginia Beach?
Virginia Beach.
Okay. The
Those
Virginia
were always
Beach
pretty
duels
fun.
were heat. I went my team when we went in middle school. We were loaded. Colton Schultz was on that team. It was me, Colton Schultz.
What
Dustin-
team was it?
Team Mile High, based out of Colorado. The Yapugians, their dad was the coach. Me, Colton Schultz, who's made a couple world teams in Greco, 4-time All-American heavyweight. He was Nicky Ramo was a dog back in the day from New Jersey. He won OW there because our team won it. New Jersey Scorpions had won it like 4 or 5 years in a row, and we smashed them. Wasn't even
You ever
close.
heard of Team Buxton?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the team I usually went on. It was like 3 Florida kids, and then the rest of the team was just New Jersey.
Yep, all of the SOB.
Yeah.
School of Buxton, SOB. I wrestled some of those guys at McDonough duels. Yeah. We don't really do that on the West Coast. West side of
McDonough?
the country. No, like big duels like that. Like
Oh,
big
yeah,
dual
'cause
team
you guys
tournaments.
get a lot of you guys have a lot of teams schools around
Mhm.
you that are good.
We don't really go to the like NHSCAs. We don't have anything like that. They tried to start it when my 7th grade year was the first year they tried to start it. They did it in California. It was called America's Cup. And they kind of set us up a little bit. They called my dad and like, "Hey, how tough's your team?" He's like, "I mean, like we're good. We're not great. We're not world beaters, but like we're okay." And they're like, "Okay, we'll put you with like in a pod with some other good teams. Nothing crazy." Man, first match we wrestled Team to Throne out of California, and that's where Zahid, Anthony Valencia, Aaron Pico, who when he was in middle school, high school, he was the truth. He lost in the World Championship Finals to Yazdani. That was kind of when Yazdani broke onto the scene. Now he's a Olympic champ, multiple-time world champ, but he beat Pico in high school. Now Pico's fighting Bellator, and I think he just signed with UFC, so he's moving up.
Yeah,
But
Pico.
like, yeah, that was the team that we wrestled first.
Pico was tough.
These dudes told us that we were going to go out there, put us in a decent pod. No, we had the number one team first match, but we wrestled all the way back through. We took second in our pod, made it in the championship bracket, and then lost to them again in a tight one in the finals. But
So
that
your,
was
your team was pretty good.
Mhm. Well, we
Was
were
that,
we
like,
brought
your
Team
home-
Idaho.
Oh, Team Idaho.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and we wrestled their club team. Richie Figs was on that team. His sister was on that team. They were stacked. Jaden Enriquez, Peyton Omania, they were good. They were some hitters. Those guys were tough. Some of those guys went to Michigan State, Arizona State, won some national titles, made world teams. They were like fighting in the UFC. We just got all my Idaho boys were out there turning
So
up.
did
on 'em.
Pico just stop wrestling now?
Yeah, after high school, he stopped wrestling. Crazy,
he could've
right?
been.
He was so good. Won a couple world titles, junior, or cadet, junior world titles. Lost to Yazdani, who, if you look on Instagram, the Iranians think that Yazdani the GOAT, King Yazdani. All of them in the comments all the time. Yazdani. They love him. He's tough though. He's good, and he won Burroughs weight in Rio, 2016. He's tough.
He didn't wrestle Burroughs.
Mm-mm.
Right.
The JB lost to the Russian. I don't remember who it was. Who later got his medal stripped for juicing. It didn't look like it was a hard. When I saw the pictures of the guy, I was like, yeah, well, I mean, obviously, look at him. He's obviously on steroids. This dude looks insane. But Yazdani beat him in the finals. Yazdani's really good. Before losing to David Taylor in multiple world and Olympic finals.
You think he was cutting a lot for that?
Yazdani? Yeah.
Was
But he was
wrestling
still
now,
young.
86?
No, 74.
No, what does he wrestle now? 86 though.
Yeah, 86 kilos. Yeah, up 12 kilos. I think he went up the next year. He won 74 kilos at the Olympics, and I think from then on he was at 86. That boy's insane. Oh yeah. What else you got going on this summer?
Nothing really much. I mean,
Gonna go back home and catch some more gators.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Went back to Lincoln.
that was crazy. We were just chilling at the house, me and my roommates, and we get a notification from our group chat. Tofi Minto sent the video. Click on it, and this dude was out there. Where were you? Your
It's
coach's
called
house?
Arcadia. Yeah, my coach's house is in Arcadia, Florida.
Arcadia, Florida, in
just
his
own a
coach's
lot of land.
backyard.
Yeah.
Catching gators.
Little baby ones.
Man, that's crazy. Oh, you go to the president's house with us?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
That was pretty sick.
President of the university.
Kind of crazy, like you
Mhm.
just like see him in person. But yeah, that was a pretty cool moment too.
That was the first time I've ever really had a conversation with the president of the university either.
It was just like it felt like casual too, just
Mhm.
having a conversation.
He was a good dude, cool dude.
Really good.
Had some crazy stories. Yeah. I didn't know that he was like really like a doctor
No,
doing heart surgery on babies.
It's kind of crazy. He was like comparing like our nerves and stuff before matches, before
Yeah, right.
his surgeries. I'm just like, no, that's totally different. I couldn't imagine saving a baby, and I mean, he was saying their hearts are
Like the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger than a quarter.
Yeah,
That's insane. It was impressive. And he had a bunch of all of the books in there. There was like 300 books. He's like, yeah, I either wrote, co-wrote, or was an editor on some of the journals. Every single book in there. There was like 400 bucks.
Yeah, there was a lot of books.
But I mean, I guess he's got some years under his belt.
I wanted to ask him. I just didn't even like think to ask him. Like, how do you go to saving babies to the president of a university?
That's a big switch.
Yeah.
That's a
Well, he
huge
was at the Med Center, so he was
Was he at the Med Center?
chancellor at the Med Center up in Omaha. So he, the further along you get in a lot of these careers, you get like out of the operating room and whatnot into more administrative role. So once he's done with that, just kept moving up the ladder.
Okay.
It seemed like a year transformation.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we were asking him, we were like, hey, like, did you ever plan on being like a university head? He was like, no.
Heck if I know was his word.
Yeah, heck if I know. That was never part of my plan.
Yeah.
He was out there saving babies. Got Time Magazine, best doctor in New York. Man, Jeff Gold, my dog, out there doing work. Yeah, we need to see if we can't link up with him, have him do some work on our cauliflower hair.
Yeah.
Get us back to looking normal.
I don't got none. No. I wear my
None?
headgear a little bit on this year, but it's very noticeable. Not really noticeable.
Yeah, without these headphones on, I wouldn't be able to hear nothing. Both my ear holes are almost
Yeah, you
completely
can't wear
swollen.
AirPods
Yep,
anymore,
this one's
nothing.
cooked all the way. That one's no good. This one's no good. But
You
I mean,
still
it's
don't
all
wear
right.
your headgear.
No,
That's crazy.
I don't like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that I like it. I just got used to it because I always wear it.
It just doesn't really fit well, and it's sliding around. I don't like it pulling over my face. Yours doesn't fit. Every single match you were wrestling, your chin cup was all the way down here on your neck.
My face just like gets skinnier, I guess. Like at the beginning of the week, it fits perfect.
Why don't you switch to the chin strap?
Can't do
Because it chokes you.
Yeah.
That's
It'll
what
be going down instead of up.
I mean, yeah, man, maybe. So, what camp are you looking forward to the most this year? Going back home, New Mexico, staying out here.
Coach Snyder,
Mhm.
he wrestled with Jimenez.
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
that
yeah.
moved back to Florida.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of looking forward to that. We don't really have a date yet, but that's gonna be pretty cool.
That will be pretty cool. Jimenez,
Excited.
I've seen him on the All American wall.
Yeah,
Tough dude.
that's pretty. He's pretty stoked about having a camp down there. I'm pretty stoked too. So that's gonna be exciting.
Man, I got linked up with a guy in Florida, or not Florida, Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I'm going out to
Yeah,
Hawaii to do a camp.
You got to put me on that.
Man, you can have it next year. I actually had two. We'll get back to talking more about Hawaii and Florida and stuff. So don't go anywhere. More Takedown Tuesday with Husker Wrestling comes your way next on 93.7 The Ticket.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Delicious, decadent, scrumptious, delightful. What other words can I use to describe something so tasty? How about heavenly? Chef Bob Haney created heavenly waffles to be incredibly fluffy, packed with protein, and loaded with a plethora of angelic toppings to elevate your experience beyond the typical waffle and syrup. Don't just take our word for it. You can experience heavenly waffles for yourself this Wednesday, April 30th from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. only at the 93.7 The Ticket Studios located at 1040 O Street in Lincoln.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at copplecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beers, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best they can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. Tailored Landscapes is on the brink of spring cleanups for all their existing customers, and they have limited spots available. They trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give Tailored Landscapes a call at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of their designers and stop by the Tailored Life store in Bennett.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Back to Takedown Tuesday with Nebraska Wrestling head coach Mark Manning. powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Takedown Tuesday with Husker Wrestling. I'm Ridge Lovett, in here with Austin Orman and my boy, Rookie of the Year, NCAA All-American, Tofi Mento. Yeah, so I'm going to be going to Hawaii. You can have your fun in the Sunshine State down there in Florida playing with Gators. I'm going to go to Hawaii, swim with sharks. Man, have you ever been to Hawaii?
No.
I've
definitely a state I want to go to.
I've pulled my clothes. I've only been there. I went there one time when I was like 7. Me and my dad went swimming with sharks, and the dudes that were taking us to go, I don't know if what they were doing before we went, but they were having a fantastic time on that boat. Like,
were they in the cage?
We were in the cage,
I was
yeah.
about to say.
We hop onto the boat, and they got long hair. They're, oh, dude, you're like the youngest kid to ever do this, bro. They were playing like tug of war on the back of the boat with the sharks with like fish, chumming the waters. As soon as we pulled up, fins everywhere, pop out of the water. It was cool. I was like 6, 7, jumping the water in the cage, going around. I had an underwater camera. It was sick.
That sounds sick.
It was cool. The water wasn't great. It was real choppy. I was getting seasick. Threw up on the side of the boat. Shark ripped right through it. Thought it was a fish. It was cool. It was cool though.
Crazy.
Yeah, we worked out with Team Hawaii a little bit because Hawaii is not really a huge wrestling state. They had these 2 twins when I was in middle school. They were in middle school. They were like the first girl wrestlers that I ever saw that were like really elite. Winning Reno, Tulsa. I think one of them won the Trinity. Reno, Tulsa, and kickoff.
In Hawaii?
From Hawaii. They were, I don't remember what their names were. It was those 2, and then there were these 2 twins from California. They were the best girl wrestlers I had seen until Helen Maroulis and Adeline Gray. They were freaking tough. But we worked out with the Team Hawaii guys when I was in high school. Their whole team came up and came to Team Idaho camp just so they could train with different people. Those kids are athletes. They are athletes. There's a reason a bunch of them play football.
In Hawaii?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The wrestling.
Or he's probably playing beach football.
Probably.
Sand football.
Man, I would.
Yeah.
If I lived in a state where it was 12 months of sun.
I remember I went to Fort Myers Beach back in Florida, and you ever heard of Oklahoma drills?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw it, boys, girls, all were doing it. Just head collisions, boom.
On the beach?
Yeah.
I always see those clips on like spring break videos.
Yeah.
Was it on spring break?
No, it was in the summertime.
Okay.
Pretty big weekend in the summer that everyone went out.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty cool to see that. And also like people start boxing and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm not a boxer. I don't like it.
I mean, I stayed away, but
you guys want tickets to watch Bubba? We got tickets for you.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll hook up with tickets.
I got ringside tickets. I've had mine for 2 months. As soon as he released that he was going to fight, and Tyler Berger's going to be there too. So we have 2 former Huskers this weekend, May 3rd at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Text line if you want tickets. Hit me up. I got 16 more for you.
Man, hit up my boy Austin.
Show out.
Exactly. Show up and show out. Berger, Bubba, both former Huskers. Tough. Berger, NCAA finalist. I think he was a 4-time All-American. Bubba was a staple in the lineup for most of his career. Dog. There's going to be a bare knuckle fight that night.
Yes. I want to see Bubba bare knuckle fight.
I bet he'd be down. Yeah, he's not
he'd
scared of
definitely be
anything.
down.
Man, he ain't scared of nothing. That boy's tough. But also that night, I know that Desmondre Gartrell, my boy Des, is going to be coaching some of the Hawks kids. They're going to be having wrestling in the cage before all the fights. So Des is going to be on the side out there coaching, getting his boys ready, getting them fired up. So it's going to be a cool event.
What time? What do you know? What time it starts?
I do not know what time it starts.
7:30. Doors open at 6:30.
Doors open at 6:30. You heard the man.
Is the wrestling duel before it? Like,
yeah. So the wrestling will be before, then the fights will start. Bubba, Berger, like he said, get on the text line, get you some tickets. You got 16 of them. I got shirts out live on my Instagram. You can follow me, look them up, chainwrestling.com, or find the link on my Instagram. Tofi, we're going to work on that. He's going to be having some stuff coming out soon. And thank you guys. Appreciate it. Tofi, appreciate your time. Austin, appreciate you. Thank you guys. This was Takedown Tuesday with Ridge Lovett.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find, only at Total Wine and More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at